What's good, Black family? Blacknificence coming back at you once again. Uh, well, this time with not so great news. Well, alright, I'll start it off like this. I'm gonna read a little clip it for you. Alright, another unarmed black youth. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, there we go. Another unarmed black youth shot and killed. Darius Simmons was only 13 years old. This is the updated story, right? Now, before I go further with reading anything, it's like how many more of us need to die until you know people actually move to do things? Because it seems shit under the current, matter of fact, I'll go there on another video with that. But it seems lately we just dropping like flies more often, and it's like, come on, not. I don't know what if enough of you even care, like really care, like are you making any groups? I would like to know shit if you have any, if you have anything that you feel others can participate in and benefit from. I know one, personally, Mr. Holipsism. He used to be on YouTube until YouTube pulled their usual bullshit, taking down a channel, talk about, how black people need to change for the positive. But, you know how YouTube is. But, yeah, like he's involved with the BAI, Black African Infrastructure. You know, check them out. I'm pretty sure they're on YouTube. I think the channel is named Black African Power or something like that. But just type it on Google if you need to find it. Or if I can, I'll put a link in the description for it. Taking back your neighborhood one block at a time. Like, come on, people. This is getting ridiculous. A 13-year-old was shot, right? Now I'm gonna continue reading. All right. Darius Simmons was by all accounts a good kid. The fun-loving sixth grader was simply moving a garbage can in front of his home when his neighbor, 75-year-old John Henry Spooner, confronted him with a shotgun and accused him of stealing from his home. Darius, who was in school at the time of the robbery, denied being involved with the theft. John Henry Spooner then proceeded to shoot Darius in the chest while he had his hands raised, showing Spooner he was unarmed. His mom was watching in horror, ran to Darius to see if she could find a pulse. She couldn't. Darius, 13-year-old and unarmed, was murdered in cold blood in front of his mother. Right? Okay. According to Milwaukee Alderman Bob Donovan, he had breakfast with Spooner an hour before the shooting. And Spooner told him he suspected Darius of the crime and was upset that the police hadn't done anything about it. Oh man. Well, I just leave it. Spooner then told the alderman that there were other ways of dealing with these problems. That qualifies as premeditated murder of a 13-year-old boy. To make matters worse, the family only lived next to Spooner for a month. John Henry Spooner was arrested and charged with first-degree intentional homicide. A judge set cash bond of $300,000. Right? Remember, $300,000 cash. Black youth are being stereotyped, targeted, and killed by law enforcement, and now community vigilantes. This is bigger than the castle doctrine and stand your ground law. It is, because people are talking about, oh well, we gotta get rid of these laws and people will stop dying. No, you stupid motherfucker. The laws don't mean anything. If anything, the laws are just allow these fools to do it and not get charged, but they're still gonna do whether the law is there or not. Civil Rights Act, and people still hanging you niggas. Come on, wake the fuck up. Hate crimes. People still killing you. Still killing you. Matter of fact, they got so good with it now they just use the fucking law enforcement to kill you. And get away with it all the time. Let's continue reading. Alright, this is bigger than the castle doctrine, stand your ground law. This is about our country's continued refusal to acknowledge that we are still suffering from the sins of our forefathers. And the more we try to push the racial boogeyman under the cover, the more it is going to bite us in the ass. Biko Baker. Right? Update. Let's go down here. Community activist David Muhammad spoke with the family yesterday and sent me these corrections and information. The family wants to get out. Spooner shot Simmons with a 9mm handgun 5 feet away from him in the chest in front of his mother. Darius was shot once in the chest with his hands raised. He ran to escape and collapsed at the corner, while Spooner attempted to shoot him in the back and tried to fire a third shot. After police arrived, Darius's body remained on the sidewalk. While police questioned his mother, Patricia Larry, in a squad car for approximately 2 hours. During the police investigation of the shooting, they searched Miss Larry's home again. They searched his home. So he was already fucking guilty. Shot on the floor. Well, you know, he must have took it because he's a nigga. Niggas always take shit. Mind you, the kid was 13. He was at home and while the fucking robbery took place. But, you know, they searched her home, the son of the deceased. Like, the, you know, the mother of the deceased son. They searched her home. After police arrived, Darius' dead body remained on the sidewalk while police questioned his mother, Patricia Larry, in a squad car for approximately 2 hours. During the police investigation of the shooting, they searched Miss Larry's home again, finding nothing. They then proceeded to arrest his older brother for having truancy tickets. Are you fucking kidding me? There's a dead kid on the floor and you want to arrest people for fucking truancy tickets? But the police are here to protect and serve, right? Fuck you, pigs. In contrast, Spooner's family was allowed to go in the home and remove items despite being the crime scene. Now, the guy could have went and hid the gun in the house, but you would let his family remove items? So he could have had hate nigga memorabilia, but that's gone now because the murderer's family was allowed to remove items from his home like he died. He didn't die, but, you know, this is white America. I don't care who the fuck is offended by what the hell I just said, but this is white America. I don't care how many so-called anti-white racists gonna watch this shit or get offended by this shit if I put up on my damn Facebook profile. Look, unless you fighting to stop this shit, and I'm talking about more than being on a Facebook post and say, well, I don't like that. That isn't me. You ain't doing the goddamn thing. You a part of the fucking problem. Just like a lot of these niggas that make excuses for you fucking assholes. John Spooner was given a $300,000 bail. Get ready. Only $30,000 would have to be posted for him to be free. A $300,000 bail, and all they gotta do is post $30,000 for him to be free. So that's just basically selling a couple fucking assets they most likely have, and this piece of shit get to go free, and probably back in his house that they already cleared of evidence. This is uncommon when the charge is murder in the first degree. This isn't a case of second degree murder. Even though everybody, you know, kind of found out about that shit when his bail got remanded because his piece of shit lying ass lied. And his fucking wife lied. But people are still sending him money, and I don't know if how you know, that doesn't tell you what time it is, people, in this fucking country. It's like you motherfuckers are focused on, you know, other shit that make no sense. Like you're dying wholesale. Motherfucking vigilantes are killing you in the street. Also, security guards get to kill you. Look up the fucking story with a security guard shot the black teenager. A security guard. And I'm not gonna say, well, he thought he was a cop. Fucking, even the cops don't got the right to unjustly murder your ass, but they'll make it legal. It's like, oh man, like really? All right, I think there's, you know, a little bit of a tidbit of that up here, right? Just a few short months ago, hip-hop journalist Davey D blogged about the 29 black people that have been killed by police or those claiming to be security since 2012. 16 after the Trayvon Martin. 16 after the Trayvon Martin. This was before police in Oakland, California killed 18-year-old high school senior Alan Bluford under very questionable circumstances. This morning, I just got word from the executive director of the League of Young Voters, Biko Baker, that another black youth was shot down. He was only 13. That was the story I just told you now. Come on, like how does this not make you upset? How does this not make you upset? While y'all hooping and hollering because you scared of fucking Romney and company, you got motherfuckers straight running up in your face like stormtroopers, blowing you the fuck away. And you talk about it's gonna get worse if Romney's in office. How worse can it get now? Like than it is now. You motherfuckers getting lynched with guns now. It ain't just ropes. It's guns. Like, excuse me, I gotta fucking blow my nose. You getting fucking lynched with guns. That doesn't, you know, concern you? Stop and frisk in New York City. Talk about it's saving lives. Yeah, it's saving so many fucking lives. Black people are still being dead on the fucking corner by pigs on a constant. I don't know. I'll make another video, you know, some positive news that happened, but I just had to get this off my fucking chest. While y'all worried about pulling a lever in November, more of your people are dying. Nobody else is dying at the rate you are right now. Really take, like, you know, unless it's overseas and it's by the hands of the same United States government and it's, you know, grunts. Because we can go into the war in Somalia and dropping bombs on Iran and Pakistan and, you know, some massive amounts of civilians being killed because they're targeting one person. Even though, you know, the CIA and the FBI are supposed to be this so special fucking unit. The SEALs are supposed to be this so fucking special unit. But they have to drop bombs on massive amounts of people to hopefully get a Taliban member, and half the time, you know, they don't get any because motherfucker wasn't there in the first place. On top of that, you have, you know, black Jews being pushed out by converts to Judaism. On top of already women being sterilized with Depo-Provera shots. But of course, that's not gonna get covered here. I know there's a lot of shit to fucking handle if you're awake and know, because trust me, you know, when you wake up to shit, whether it be, you know, your parents telling you from when you're little to the current day, or you found out a couple of years ago, like a lot of us, the weight gets fucking heavy. I understand there's a lot of shit to carry on your shoulders, and, you know, we can't be fucking, you know, superheroes and shit and fly over the fucking planet and take care of everything at once. But since we're here right now, if you are here in this country right the fuck now, you can do something to stop this fucking madness. You see some brothers on the corner, I don't want to say tell them to scatter, because even when they do scatter, they're still taken as a threat because they're black. Like I told you before, nobody's really scared of gangsters. White people are not scared of you because you're gangster. Chinese are not scared of you because you're gangster. Mexicans, no, they're scared because you're black and the stereotypes that have been put on you. That's why they are afraid of you. Not because you have your pants hanging low and you can fucking hold a Glock sideways. They are scared of your fucking blackness, while everybody else is trying to cop the black swag. Like Paul Mooney said, everybody want to be black, but nobody want to be a nigga. Nobody want to deal with the, what comes with being black. But they love your fucking swag. Turn off fucking Lil Wayne for a minute. Turn off fucking Jay-Z for a second. Turn off the fucking radio for a second. TV or something. Because this shit is ridiculous. Like, if you have younger brothers and sisters and shit, that they still some kind of moldable their mind, that way they don't be led to the fucking slaughter, whether by these dumbass gangs, and gangs include cops, or America's raging murderers army, or after they get out they just go like Blackwater or some shit that's probably renamed itself by now. It's like, come the fuck on. When are we gonna pick up with like Marcus Garvey and Booker T left off and shit? Like, making shit for ourselves and doing shit for ourselves. Fuck that everybody's suffering now. It's the elite is real. Fuck you and that basis fucking argument. Because if that was the fucking case, where was all this fucking talk of quote unquote unity to beat the elites during the Bush and Clinton era? All of a sudden it's magical underneath Obama's era. Oh, now we gotta join forces because other non-blacks are feeling the pain. Go fuck yourself. If you black and believe that shit, go fuck yourself too. It's as simple as that. If you don't like it, F-U-C-K. There you go. Y-O-U. Because this shit is becoming astronomical right now with the way people don't even really seem to give a damn. Yes, we rallied behind the Trayvon Martin case, and I think I've said it before that, okay, it's cool that you wanted to do some shit, and you kind of just made Skittles and Arizona iced tea rich. But other than that, when are you gonna start forming community organizations? And even if you live in a fucking white neighborhood and it's like you see like at least 3 other black families, like, come on, man. Talk like it don't take but a good morning to break the fucking ice sometime. Find out how they fucking rolling. If they some ignorant ass niggas that just want to assimilate and vanish, boom, you know who to put on the fucking list to watch out for. That's it. You gotta start doing reconnaissance in your own fucking places of living. Can't even call them communities because you just live there while everybody else profit off of you fucking living there. If anything, you like fucking animals in a zoo. Motherfuckers from out of town roll by to see you, and the zookeepers come by to shoot your ass. But it's just not with tranquilizer darts. You don't get that privilege like a bear or a lion. They treat them better than you. Oh man, I could go on and on with this, but if you don't know the deal by now, you not gonna know. You never gonna know. You're not gonna know until it's you in the fucking grave and you looking down at your body, going, oh shit, what the fuck happened? Why can't I see myself? I got a bullet hole in my face and nobody seemed to care. Longer than 5 minutes. Or longer than, a Facebook post or something, Like I said, you ain't got to get with me, but get fucking somebody. Start taking some actual action in where you live at. You got some sacrifice gonna have to be made. Like, something, a little financial something. Awareness and some fucking action. Because actual action other than marching down the street or thinking the law, the same motherfuckers who use the just us system, is actually gonna do anything for you. I don't know how many times we have to see when motherfuckers get slaps on the wrist time and time again for taking you the fuck out like you was a roach. Like you was a project roach. A roach from the projects. Or a fucking mosquito or a fly. Or a piece of lint on their shoulder. Just brush your life off. It's not unless we start sitting down and doing some serious thinking and some serious talking. Yeah, you can express your outrage, but serious thinking and serious talking, and getting these connections and take some serious fucking action, put yourself on a endangered species list and call it a fucking night. No, I'm sorry, call it a lifetime, because fuck it. Breathe yourself out of existence, slit your own throat, do whatever, because, or don't even just stop having babies, black people, because you having babies is just more, is basically, giving birth to fucking crash test dummies for other motherfuckers to beat up on. That's what it has basically become. The more kids you birth, the more other people that's gonna, consume them in the bullshit. And sometimes that bullshit is death, and sometimes that bullshit is self-hatred leading to a death of, hating self. Blackout.